I like to think I was a very thoughtful child. Not in the sense that I actually thought of anything useful, I just thought a lot. Things like whether carrots could fix someone's eyes, or what it would be like to drive one day. I even dreamed of working on The Simpsons at one point. But of all the things that I thought about as a kid, I never once questioned why I looked different from everyone else. I never thought it was important that my parents came from a different country. But recently I've realized that it is important. You need to know where you've come from in order to see where you're going. And for me personally, identity has become a big part of my life. I guess I've been looking for advice from people to figure out how I fit into everything. And so I did what you normally do with advice. I asked for it. Okay, so we're recording now. I asked a couple members of my family, if you were to give one piece of advice to someone trying to figure out how they fit into everything, what advice would you give them?
There's no exact advice in there. I think just take it easy, go with the flow of the water. Yeah, you won't really notice that you're adjusting yourself already with everything.
Tell us who you are.
I am Rachel Benitez. I am related to Almian because I'm his ate, which is cool because you're the only person who I am ate to. Well, first of all, this is something that for me has been on my mind for the past 3 months, but also the past 5 years. There's this lady called Brené Brown, and she studies shame. She first is a full-on hero for vulnerability, and that's something that I'm super into. And so vulnerability is a tool to being authentic. Like the whole crazy thing of our parents immigrating here, right? Well, it's they never defined what that would mean for our identity. And so for me, and I know Ate as well, it's been something that has always been unanswered. And we always battle with feeling like we have to fit in, but really we should be looking for a place where we belong.
Really quickly, tell us who you are and where you live.
So, my name is Mary Jo Tiong, and I live in Sparks, Nevada. I would say just be yourself, don't try to fit in with everyone, because honestly, you won't. So, just go with the flow, wherever it takes you.
My one piece of advice would be go with an open mind. You want to fit in by understanding a culture, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the ethnic culture. If you want to fit in, ask questions, get to know people, and do it without judgment.
I stole some of what I was going to say, but just make yourself available, be visible, and try to find commonalities and common interests. Ask questions to try and uncover that. Delve deeper, try and find them, and then go from there. In my experience, you always have something in common with somebody, somewhere. It's just a matter of finding it. It might not be obvious. You might think, you're not going to have anything in common, but I can guarantee there'll be one thing.
I have to, Eliza.
Who else have you asked?
I have asked Ate Rachel, Kieran, and Emmy last night. My cousin in the States, and I interviewed Mom last week.
My advice would be to be yourself and don't worry about anyone else. You are your own person, so just be you, just smile, and keep on being you. That's what I do. That's what I do right now.
Sometimes it feels like I'm just waiting until they figure out that I don't belong there. Like I'm holding my breath until the real me surfaces. Sometimes it feels like I'm my own obstacle. But then I remember all the people in my life who face the same question that I do, and I think that if they can do it, then I have a pretty good chance of doing it too.